Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, ladies and gents, and welcome to Final Fantasy Freddy's episode 16. Now, I don't think we have that much news to cover this week, but still, I'll try and pan this out as long as I can because the last episode was rather short, I'm afraid. So anyway, we'll go through with this. I've still got that bit of a cough, so I'm sorry if I cough through it. I don't have tea this time, so I won't be doing any tea breaks. So, first piece of news is a rumour, which I'm going to be talking about, is that there may be new monsters put into Final Fantasy X HD. Now, there's been stuff going around for a while that, you know, there's going to be new stuff in it, and of course there is. It is going to be like essentially a new game. It doesn't feel as much of a reboot as I don't know how you would call it. It's not a reboot, it's a remaster. So it's starting to feel like they're starting to do this whole thing from scratch again because of the new features they're putting in, possibly online, possibly DLC. So I don't think new monsters is completely out of the question. But it would involve the game being released later than they actually said it would be, because it's sort of like they're gonna have to go through all the code again. Like they're gonna have to patch in these new monsters, design them, unless they've already done this. Unless this is just surfacing now and it's not like a possibility, it's already happened. So there's not really much we can say about this. Just clarifying, it is a rumour because some people do not listen and they tell me all the stuff I'm saying is bullshit. But I am stressing that these things are rumours, but you're not listening. Rumours, okay? That's that done and gone, okay? It's a rumour. Next, Final Fantasy 13-ish news. Now, back in 2009, when you purchased a code, when you purchased your game, you got a code along with it. And I did a video on this way back in my old channel that you can use to redeem a place in the beta for Final Fantasy 14. Now, this would be the beta for the Final Fantasy 2010 release of 14. But now, if you've still got that code, if you've still got it there, you've got a better chance of getting into the beta phase 3 for A Realm Reborn. I talked about this phase is last time in the last episode. It's about I think it's about June it's coming, I think. Yeah, it was June, I said. June is coming. Then we're getting the game in the summer, so that's probably about July, August kind of time. Prime time-ish, I would say. It's close enough to the holiday season. Well, it's a holiday season, but you know, the biggest selling point for games, oddly, is March, and then all the way over to the holiday season, which is like November, December. I don't know why March, but March always seems to get a lot of good releases, and sometimes February as well. Final Fantasy 13-2 was released in February. But yes, so if you've still got this code, you didn't even know you had the code, go away, look in your box and see if it's there. Now, you must have the game registered on your Square Enix Online account, so you'll have 2 codes with it. I think some of the codes are for later versions of the game, other ones are for like you don't get some for earlier versions. If you pre-ordered it, I don't think you'll get a code, but you might have anyway. So you'll have 2 codes in the box, one of them to register the game, and it'll either be on the flip side or on a completely new different piece of paper, or inside the manual you'll find the Final Fantasy 14 code. Now, do not use your Final Fantasy 13 registry code because it will not work, okay? So don't come complaining to me saying it's not working, you're using the wrong code. So go have a look out for that. I've lost my Final Fantasy 13 disc. I've got the game, I've got the box, but I've lost the disc, which is kind of saddening. So I was playing through it again and it was at Barthandelus, and you know, that boss fight is fucking hard. It's harder than Orphan at the end, although that can be quite easy. It depends on like what level you are, but still, that fight is fucking hard. It'd take me forever. Like, I never get by it, and then I lost the game, so it sucks. So yes, go have a dish out for that. Now, some Lightning Returns news, more Lightning Returns news, as we did have some last week. Some new features have been announced for the game. Now, some of the new features were like floating around a bit, but I didn't really want to mention them, as you probably knew already. But the one new feature I'm going to talk about today is the knockback feature, which is sort of newly announced. I'm not sure if it's a rumour or not. The website I read it from did not say it was a rumour, but it could very well be a rumour. Just look out for stuff like that, alright? This knockback still basically does what it says in the tin. You can knock back your enemies, sort of like daze them and stuff, and So this is just essentially a farmer's dream, really. Knock back the enemies, slice, 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 get whatever it is you're... I don't know if you get CP because you don't have a Crystarium anymore. You probably just get XP now. And you purchase levels from shops. I think that's going to be crap. Like, levels and upgrades from shops. Like, it's good. It'll be good, though. I'm not saying it's my most anticipated game of the year. That game's already came out in the form of Bioshock Infinite. Oh, month bene. But it's a great game. The Bioshock Infinite. Yes, we'll go pick it up. What was I talking about? Lightning Returns, that's what I was talking about. Nothing with Bioshock. I should make my own Bioshock podcast. Would you like that? Bioshock fans. Final Fantasy Freddy's Bioshock fans. If you're out there, if you want me to do a Bioshock podcast, I will do a Bioshock podcast for you. We could call it Biotalk. It'd be so cool. Maybe do a pilot of that. That sounds a good idea, actually. You know, Bioshock talk. Bioshock podcast. That is so tongue-tying because I keep going to call it Biotalk. But anyway... Yes, Lightning Returns new features. Now, this is something for all you nostalgia critics out there that are fans of the old Final Fantasy NES games, the old ones. I'm talking Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6. Yes, you'll be getting 3 new soundtracks released of remastered songs from the old days. Yes, Square Enix are completely remastering all the tunes from Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6, and will be releasing them and separate albums for you to pick up. So there's enough CD loveliness there to keep you done for the whole year. So this is like a theatrhythm real life kind of thing. Like you can, you know, go out and buy the CDs, you'll pay all this money for them, and then boom, you'll listen to them, bored of them, sell them on eBay for a $5. That's probably what's going to happen. But I don't know if I'll pick this up. I love the songs from Final Fantasy 4 though. Final Fantasy 4 is one of my all-time favourite games. Final Fantasy 4. I just completely loved it, even though I'm not that old. I've only been alive for not that... Well, I have been alive for quite a few years. Halfway to 30 is how many years I've been alive for. I'm not even allowed to play Final Fantasy 13 because this is 16. It sucks. It just sucks, man. My viewing rate is going to be going so low now that I said that I'm 15. But still, that is quite good. I don't know if I'll purchase them. Like, I'm not that big a fan of olden day games. I mean, I like them. I like the Final Fantasies as well, but like some of them I just can't really, you know... I just really hurt my finger there. Fuck. Jammed it in the keyboard thing. Yeah, anyway. I just don't find them... I find them enjoyable, but some of them I just find them really boring. Like, I'm playing all the Oddworld games right now, and in Stranger's Wrath, like, you have to... It's the same thing over and over again and over and over and over and over and over until you finish the game. I don't know if there's like a secret underlay because I never actually properly finished that. I'm also playing Munchie's Odyssey, which is a great game. Just go pick it up. I've got the HD version for the PS3, and wow, it is fan-fucking-tastic. You should definitely go pick that game up. So guys, I'm sorry if you noticed the cut there. I filmed all that other stuff sort of preemptively before this other news came out. And it turns out there is quite a lot to talk about today. So I've got 3 more pieces of news I'm going to cover really quickly because I'm on a bit of a tight schedule. First big piece of news I didn't include in this for a I'm just talking shit now. Is that Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix, such a mouthful, will be getting a September the 10th release date. So put this in your diaries along with summer, whenever summer is, for Final Fantasy 14. And August the 20th for the Bureau, XCOM Declassified, and Saints Row 4. That's what I'm putting in my diary. So definitely go do that. That is the 10th of September. I'm stressing the 10th of September. This is confirmed, not a rumour. Out you go. Pre-order now and you get some extra bonuses like an art book, special collector's edition, you know, some lithographs and postcards in it. There's like 13.2's one. Definitely go check that out. So I don't know if I'll be pre-ordering it, but I'll definitely be picking it up. Next piece, another Lightning Returns news, and it's the official soundtrack will be getting its own remixes like Final Fantasy 13-2, which had its aggressive remixes in that charity album, the Final Fantasy 13-2 Plus album. So first of all, the artists that have been revealed so far that are doing remixes, so I've got the hiccups, are the Japanese band Language. I've listened to some of their songs. They're not bad. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but definitely go check them out. So yeah, that's getting their own remix. I don't know if it's going to be included in the original soundtrack or it's going to be in its own album, like 13-2 had its Plus album, its original album. So there we are. And Final Fantasy 13-2 has begun to show up in the past days. Some comparisons between the emulators and the originals and the HD versions. Definitely go check that out. Looking pretty nice, I must say. Also, there's some controversy that Square Enix are seriously wondering whether to put in Last Mission. I know I touched on this subject before. They may rebrand it as DLC, but who knows? Last Mission may not show up in Final Fantasy X-2, so we'll just have to wait and see. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry if those last 2 minutes were a bit fast for you to process, but don't worry anyway. Don't forget to come back for next week's episode, and thank you very much for sticking around. So until then, ciao!